I often report on the waste in our healthcare system, and the Star is highlighting this. I know, right? Shocking, but hey, I guess they're doing investigative journalism sometimes, and it doesn't seem slanted in my view, but I could be wrong. Link is in the description. You can make up your own mind. But first, here we go. One of Ontario's top billing doctors resigns following Star investigation. One of Ontario's top billing doctors has resigned from his position as head of ophthalmology at a Chatham Hospital in the wake of a Star investigation into physicians who receive the most from the public purse. Dr. Christopher Angema, who was the fourth highest biller in Ontario in 2017-18, has resigned from the Chatham-Kent Health Alliance effective July 19. Hospital President and CEO Laurie Marshall told the Star she can't speak about why Angema decided to leave the post, as it's, quote, his personal decision. A recent Star investigation raised questions about the frequency of an eyelid reconstruction procedure billed by Angema. Angema, 51, could not be reached for comment. No one picked up the phone at Angema Eye Institute clinics in Chatham or Sarnia on Friday afternoon. A statement sent to the Star from Chatham-Kent Health Alliance reads, "We would like to extend our gratitude for his valuable contribution to the program over the years. Dr. Elizabeth Hadda, General Surgeon, Chief of Surgery, will be acting head of ophthalmology until blah, blah, blah." Okay. A top billing doctor charged OHIP for doing an eye procedure more times than all other MDs combined. Another billed for 128 laser treatments in one day. The numbers have some medical experts baffled. Chatham-Kent Health Alliance is also a 200-plus bed community hospital in southwestern Ontario. As part of a continuing series of examining billing data, the Star is pressing for greater transparency in a cash-strapped healthcare system. 7 years of Ontario health insurance plan data obtained by the Star identifies 194 doctors out of the 31,500 across the province whose annual billings, from a high of around 6.9 million to a low of 1.4 million, place them in the top 100 at least once between fiscal years 2011-12 and 2017-18. Angema, who billed OHIP about 4.1 million in 2017-18, has been a top biller every year in the data provided by the ministry, ranking as low as 6th and as high as 2nd. He has billed more than 31 million since 2011. Most doctors in the province, including all those in the ministry's top 100, get at least some of their compensation under the fee-for-service model, one of 3 ways they can be paid by OHIP. They can also earn additional money, both privately and publicly. Under this model, doctors bill for each service they provide using a unique free code. This is done on the honor system. And a Star investigation found between 2011 and 2018, Angema charged the province for 3,305 treatments under the fee code associated with the Tenzel flap, a surgical procedure for eyelid reconstruction according to billing data released by the Ministry of Health and Long-Term Care. That's more than all other doctors in the province combined, including octoplastic surgeons who specialize in these type of procedures. That's more than most busy octoplastic surgeons do in a career. Dr. Timothy McCulley, chief of I'm saying it wrong, I know, oculoplastic surgery at the renowned Johns Hopkins Wilmer Eye Institute in Baltimore, told the Star investigation into Angema. Macaulay said he performs fewer than 10 Tenzel flaps a year. Angema is also the subject of a current investigation by the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario, the body that regulates doctors, which is examining his standard of practice. During this probe, he has agreed to perform cosmetic blaspheroplasty, surgery sometimes referred to as eye lift or eyelid tuck, only under the guidance of a clinical supervisor acceptable to the college. And there's more to this story as well. It goes through some other things that he's done, but I just want to leave it there. Waste and people exploiting our system is not healthy, is not good, and we should have better checks and balances. Here is a unrelated, different article from the Toronto Sun. It says the 3 politicians blocking Andrew Scheer's path. I thought it was interesting, and I've got some comments to make through it. So here we go. Andrew Scheer has 3 politicians blocking his potential path to becoming the next prime minister, and none of them are Liberal or named Justin Trudeau. What's worse for Scheer is there isn't much he can do to get them out of the way. The political actions and tactics of Maxime Bernier, Jagmeet Singh, and Doug Ford could all fall like a row of dominoes, creating a political result in October of splintered voting and support in crucial ridings, and propel Justin Trudeau to another Liberal majority. First, there is the political quagmire of Maxime Bernier and the People's Party of Canada. In 2017, Bernier led 12 of 13 rounds of voting in the Conservative leadership race. He was first place on every single ballot except the last. He came within a whisker of winning the leadership before losing to Andrew Scheer, 50.95 to 49.05. Bernier was a threat to Scheer then, and he's a more significant threat now. By leaving the Conservatives and forming his party, Bernier will both push Scheer further to the right and take away some vital Conservative votes. What's worse for Scheer is that Bernier presents as the perfect boogeyman for Trudeau to attack and remind the middle of the road voters why they voted Liberal in the last election. No, not going to happen. Not going to happen for me anyway. Back to the article. Last week, in Donald Trump light fashion, Bernier talked about building a fence on the border to keep illegal immigrants out of the country. It's outlandish, media savvy, controversial, and presents the perfect foil for Trudeau to attack. I noticed that I haven't seen any attacks from Trudeau. Trudeau's ignored Bernier and ignored this whole thing so far, from what I can tell. Back to the article. The Liberal campaign strategy this fall should be to go on a massive offensive against Bernier. The more they attack Bernier, the higher the profile Bernier will gain and pull votes away from Scheer or frighten potential Conservative swing voters back to the Liberal fold. The thing that I think that he's missing here, and this is me, not the article, just in case you're not sure, is that if Trudeau attacks Bernier, first of all, I don't know how he would attack Bernier other than calling him racist, which is a really lazy smear. It's not going to work. It doesn't work now, really. Like, people are so sick and tired of it. Somebody asked me the other week, what do you think about being called racist? I said, I think it means the person calling me racist disagrees with me. I don't think it means anything. I think they've overplayed their card. I think that when you start resorting to calling names, you've lost the argument. You have nothing else. And that's the point. Trudeau can't attack Bernier because the only way he can attack him is not on policy. It's on name calling and flimsy straw men and other fake arguments and attacks. And while that may work for some part of the audience that's listening, a lot of people have turned him off. As I said before, I was a Trudeau voter, never again, but my goodness, there are a lot of us. There are a lot of people who voted for Trudeau and who never would again. I considered conservative, but you know what? Andrew Scheer is not willing to do what's necessary to stop what Trudeau started. So I've recognized that. I recognize that right away, and I think most Canadians are intelligent enough to look at that. If they're intelligent enough to be looking, they're intelligent enough to see that. So, and I'm not saying that my solution is the perfect or only solution. Politics is a very local game. You may have a conservative person in your riding that has been there for 15 years and has done a good job at trying to hold the Conservatives accountable and trying to change the party from the inside. And, you may have a vested interest in that party that I don't have, frankly, right? And that's fine. We can disagree and we can see where the chips lie in October. I think that there's going to be some Conservatives who have shown that they're working hard for the community, that they keep their seats. I think that there's going to be some People's Party people who get seats because of disaffected voters and people who are listening to what Mr. Bernier is saying. And it doesn't matter how he's promoted with people attacking him, if Trudeau's attacking him or Scheer's attacking him. I think the ignoring continues until they can't anymore. And then they just scream racist because they've got nothing else. That's what I think. Okay, back to the article. Scheer can't stop Bernier unless he's more outrageous. That would take him away from the middle of the road and approach he needs to build a coalition of voters to become prime minister. Second, Scheer has the opposite problem with the NDP leader. Jagmeet Singh continues to be a disappointment, and he's starting to run out of time to be a factor in the 2019 election. Singh makes Where's Waldo look like a member of the Kardashian family. I don't know about that one. Okay, Scheer needs Singh to attack Trudeau on the left and have the NDP force Trudeau to defend himself from the left and the right. He also desperately needs Singh to keep many of the NDP Quebecer seats and not have them fall into Liberal hands. NDP supporters will strategically vote Liberal and hurt Scheer if Singh doesn't get his act together ASAP. So, I mean, the Quebec factor is a factor, and it's different than Ontario, which is clear. But I don't know as much about that. From what I'm hearing from Quebec is that people don't like Liberals. People don't like Trudeau. And I don't know if there's an alternate in the Conservative Party in Quebec. I don't know if there are a lot of local CPC candidates that are working hard, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know if that's true. But I think Quebec and Ontario are going to make or break this election. Alberta's got 34 seats. Atlantic Canada's got 34 seats, or 32 seats maybe. And so those are going to be factors as blocks, but I don't think they're going to vote as blocks. I think Atlantic Canada is going to be splintered. I think Alberta is going to be potentially all blue. I think it might just go all blue, although I know there's a lot of PPC support in Alberta. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but it's interesting to think about, right? We're very, very close. We're 3 months away. Man, there's lots going on. So it's interesting, but I think the NDP, as I said in my other video, or possibly at the beginning of this one, are so close to the Liberals that people are going to look and say, I don't like that, and I don't like that, and I don't like that. And they're going to start looking further afield. And it doesn't matter what you say, racist, sexist, misogynistic, the actions of the party speak louder than the words, and the actions of every other party other than the People's Party are that of trying to chase the United Nations for approval. We need to break away from that. We really do. Okay, that's enough out of me. Thank you for watching. There's been a fly dive bombing me. If you've noticed, I'm a little disjointed, but it's because he's dive bombing me. I think that, I don't know, the fly is not a fan. Okay, I apologize for the fly diatribe at the end of the show. Thank you for watching. Check out the People's Party of Canada.ca and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday.